Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well today. In this video, I'm going to be just showing you my physical books to read shelf. And this shelf is extremely messy, so I'm just going to warn you in advance. These are books that I'm going to be rereading soon, or books I haven't read yet, but I've purchased at some point. Starting off, I have books to reread. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Kidnapped and Katrina. Love Kidnapped. This is by Robert Louis Stevenson. It's one of my favorite books of all time, actually. Let's see. Picture of Dorian Gray. Notes from Underground by Dostoevsky. And I'm not going to read off maybe all of these, but just kind of giving you an idea of what's coming up in the video pipeline. Yes, I have this really nice version of The Lord of the Rings, but I have not read it yet. I mean, I've read it, but not this particular version. And I've had it a long time, actually. I just need to find the right time to read it, because, you know, I don't want to take any breaks when I read it. I want it just to go straight through. Yeah. This is just some props from another video and some random writing that I wrote. He wanted everything he touched and everything that touched him to be real. The genuine article, that was what mattered. Everything else was an illusion, alluring but ultimately false, and at the bottom of it all, a trap. That is a character from a book that I sort of started to write and didn't continue. I'll just tell you, it's a character whose whole life is to be a walking advertisement. So, and yet he himself isn't like he's a complete fake in every way, because he's trying to advertise things like watches and food and, you know, his whole life basically. But he doesn't believe that himself. Anyway, that's a complete side tangent, and if you want to steal that character, let me know how it goes. Because I don't know when I'm gonna write it. Lost City of Z, Man's Search for Meaning, The War on Normal People. These are all good books that I want to read again, and To Kill a Mockingbird as well. I love that cover. Really cool. And yeah, some more rereads here. So I would say, starting with Hawthorne, this is like his complete tales and sketches, so like his shorter stuff. I've read a lot of these, but there are actually some I have not read. And I'll probably just start over and read all of them. Okay, so Edith Wharton, The Age of Innocence. I read The House of Mirth last year. Didn't really like it, but I'm curious about this book for sure. And then I think I've shown you these books down here in another video, but they're just a bunch of random things I found at secondhand stores for the most part. Except for Cancer Ward. I actually bought that at Powell's Books in Portland many years ago, and I still haven't read it, so it's pretty bad, huh? Alright, down to the messy shelf, we've got Fear and Trembling in the Sickness Unto Death, which I'm sort of reading, trying to keep up with Matt's read-along. This Tesla biography, which continues to be my reading bane. It's a really good book, but it's just very heavy. Complete Robin Hood. So this is DVDs, alright. I really love season 2. I have never watched season 3, and so my parents got me this for my birthday. It's a very cheesy show, but it's like so bad it's good. Anyway, like I said, I haven't seen season 3, but I really like season 2. And season 1's okay, but it's mostly just introducing the characters. my sister's copy of Dracula, which I am borrowing and going to read very soon. Yeah, so we've got some things hiding out in the corner here. I think I've shown these in other videos. The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. The Red and the Black, which I started reading and just kind of lost interest in. Didn't like the main character. Magellania, a book I want to reread, along with Orthodoxy by Chesterton. And yeah, these are not ordered in any order whatsoever, so just heads up if things seem a little crazy. They actually are. Another Kierkegaard that I've read and want to reread. The Count of Monte Cristo with a Boromir bookmark, which I don't know why, but for kicks, I guess. Yeah. I actually read like a significant part of this book when I first bought it, and then I just, for some reason, I just stopped. I will read it, I just, you know, it is super long, so we'll see. Yeah, I think I've shown these pretty recently. The Prisoner of Zenda and Rupert of Hentzau? I don't know. I read this, or I tried to read this, but it was just really strange. I think I need to be in a different frame of mind to read it. It's just very quirky. More random books. The Complete Stories, Flannery O'Connor. I really want to finish this year. I really like, well, I don't really like her stories in like the traditional sense, if that makes any sense. Probably not. But her books are definitely thought-provoking. Her short stories, I should say. I haven't read, I think she wrote one novel. I have not read it yet. A Giant Shackleton biography, which I got a good ways through and didn't like. I think I talked about that one in another video. More Shackleton books. Little Josefina doll, which my sister was parting with. And she has like a little tiny book, which is really cute. Yeah. Testament of Youth. A lot of the bloggers I follow really love this book, so I'm looking forward to reading that for sure. Some more things that I found secondhand. Oops. I'm just sort of... here we go. I'm just sort of holding off on some of these because, like, I need to... I don't know. I need to be in the right frame of mind for some of them. This is another thing my sister was getting rid of. Looks kind of interesting. The Caine Mutiny, and I broke down and got these Shakespeare books from the library book sale. They were like really cheap. I'm not a big fan of Shakespeare, but these seem... I mean, everyone should have Shakespeare, I suppose, in their library. Yeah, so that's basically it. And if you follow my Instagram stories, you may have seen a lot of this already, so I apologize for repeats. Yeah, let me know if there's any books here you would recommend or would recommend to stay away from. Or any that you're interested in a review in the near future. Maybe that'll bump them up on the list. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.